Slurpy Slurperson. Hold on, y'all. I'm working it out. I thought it'd be funny with the picture and nothing. Get it on. Boom. Uh, and what you must have oh my God. So much out of the man tell you. Well, bear with me. I don't want y'all to see the man cave. So,
Brandy's embarrassed of it because Brandy wants to decorate every room like it's the palace, and she don't consider sports memorabilia decoration. You feel me? Man, I love how all that happened. Where you going?
Maui over to miss.
Damn cat. Got us again, didn't it? We got a few things queued up for this evening, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, me and Brandy's getting old. We have to have a coffee after dinner to get that, to make it till 10, don't we?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing today?
I'm not feeling hot today.
Jesse, hello. Kendall Lee Woodward Stone, afternoon. Miss Tonge, hello. Diane P, hi. Dana K, sup. Sweet D, hello. Yogi, hi. Michelle Davis, hi. Martha Larrabee, sup.
Glad everyone is here.
It's showing me everybody on. Have you ever noticed that before, where it shows beside their name the YouTube symbol?
Mm-mm.
I wonder if Facebook
Maybe.
is in line with that too. It's got to be,
Mm-hmm.
I think, because you can chat live on Facebook too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, if I look down my phone, I'm just reading the chat, so not being rude.
She can't see the computer screen from there.
I'm blind and I don't wear contacts all the time. I need to, but I don't know if I should. But they irritate my eyes, and then I should wear glasses, I guess. I need a new pair. But
Hi, John and Brandy. You're both looking mighty fine tonight. Thank you.
thank you.
It's not often my awesome looks get mentioned. I like hearing it. I'm not gonna lie. It does a lot for my ego, right?
Yeah.
Me and Brandy be upstairs later. I'll be like, "You heard all them women saying how hot I was, right? What's this do for you?"
Mm-hmm. Make it all awkward.
Brandy likes I play weightlifter sometimes. She likes that persona.
Oh yeah.
Brandy, are you ready to work out?
Mm-hmm.
I only do one nationality, I guess. Russian, constantly. It's Harley's voice also, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter loves when I do Harley's voice in Russian. Does she not?
Mm-hmm. I do one. It's English. Hillbilly English.
Do it. Let's hear it.
I'm talking like that.
I'll bet you're Harley in person.
No, I said I do a hillbilly English. English is my language. I can't get that. That's why I picked that word. My pronunciation. I can say fluent, you know. Why are you going to do that?
I just think it's I swear, I really think Brandy's got long-term see as far as I was a lot smarter before. A turn.
And it's like her reflexes have gotten worse.
COVID, it's real, real.
No,
I could do that. Like, I could not even.
Hi, John and Brandy. John, your last video was pretty ASF. Yeah, yeah. Sounds muffled right now. Oh my shit! I'm coming old groove. I'd like to know. I don't want to sit here and make the whole damn live muffled as shit.
If anybody else is having issues, it's one in the chat for audio.
I think I can turn it. I do it on Bluetooth, but I don't know how to do it on here.
It does make me.
No, I hope not.
Yesterday, I swear I was in the living room. I looked out the window, and I seen a kid jumping on the trampoline, and it wasn't Kaylee. Then I looked back, I seen it again, then I went outside, and Harley took off running, like chasing somebody, but there's nobody out there. Then we looked on the camera goes off, right? But we still don't see anybody. So I think we got a ghost haunting us out there.
Is that any better? I just switched to the other mic. I'm hoping that fixed it. Please, God, tell me it fixed it.
Did you get any ones in the chat? If not, you're okay. Maybe they can't hear us.
Anyway, what Brandy was saying, I know y'all couldn't hear it, was the other day, Brandy said she seen Taylor outside jumping on the trampoline. Then seconds later, Taylor walked down the staircase. And she was like, I know there was a kid out there jumping on the trampoline. You know, she had just glanced, but, assumed it was Taylor. Okay? Get this. Then she gets me to check the camera. There is a shot of the time this happened. The camera is triggered on. There's nothing there. But something. Harley, come on, man. I'm trying to tell a story.
Harley's over there playing for toys.
But something triggered the camera. It's motion activated. Ain't that weird?
Yeah.
It's weird.
We've had some weird stuff happen lately.
And I even thought, well, how weird is this? So I went back and watched probably 30, 40 clips just to make sure. And every one of them, something you can see, it trigger the camera. You can see something move. This one, nothing. Nothing moves.
Yeah. Then I told you guys, I don't know if everybody was in here when I told you. The dog was barking one evening. I thought, the kids were down here playing and actually we hit the wall, like somebody's knocking on the door. But then later I looked on the camera. No, I take that back. Taylor went outside and she found a pumpkin and a bag of vegetables, tomatoes and stuff. We're like, where in the world did this come from? And John looked on the camera. It was a lady. We have no idea who it is. Never seen in my life.
Still don't know.
Yeah. Come up, knock, knock, knock. She knocked one time and left us vegetables. So that was strange.
Yeah. And it's like she walks out of frame, like to where it's
Just
wild.
Years. Yeah.
It's wild. I'm telling you.
And it's not, I thought maybe Walmart delivery, she said pumpkin. No, it's like an older pumpkin, not like, it kind of looked rough. And it was like vegetables, probably out of a garden.
It was them little bitty tomatoes.
Yeah, cherry tomatoes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I would make sure where I'm going before I drop off something. Maybe she got mixed up. Or maybe it's our ghost. Who knows? Bringing us a present.
I don't know. I've been sitting here and as plain as day heard somebody walk across the upstairs.
I have heard that. We have an old house.
Twice that I know it was footsteps. Because it was just like, and I was like, there's nobody here but me. I went and had the gun one day. I was clearing the house like SWAT, going through each room, and I don't know. Unless there was a 50-pound mouse up there jumping 4 foot at a time and it just sounded like footsteps.
Yeah.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what the hell that could have
We
been.
didn't have Zeke, so it wasn't him. Or
Yeah, it could have been. Oh, Zeke could never make it. You could drop Zeke from 30 feet and he wouldn't make that much noise.
I think it's just the older house, and probably everybody has a ghost. Ours is friendly.
Our house was built in 1920, the best we can estimate.
Mm-hmm. I'd love to know some history on it, like the first family that built it. I don't know where you found that out.
I've Googled our address. There's nothing
Yeah.
special about it
Yeah.
that came up, but you never know. It was for sale for a reason.
Yeah. It's not in that bad of shape to be so old. It needs a lot of work, but like the wood and stuff, like the stairs, is pretty good shape.
I love it, man. Our staircase is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's been painted about 55 times. You can chip it off and see every color in the rainbow.
We love to strip it,
Yeah.
but that takes so much work.
Yeah.
And you tried, right? The stairs, yeah.
That's going to be a part of like our older years retirements, refinishing the house, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just trying to keep it clean.
It's a struggle.
3 kids,
It used to be
dog.
keep it decorated, keep it spotless.
Now it's just
Now it's just making it through the day.
making it through the day.
Some days are worse than others. So I think that's every parent, you know, especially you got multiple kids. It's hard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's rough. Like we got one at practice right now that we
Yeah.
could get a call any second. Coach let us out early.
and I used to be a clean freak, but I just came to the realization like your house can be clean, but I can't be. There's no way if I wanted to clean 24/7 maybe, but I'm not doing it. I got better things to do.
Yeah.
So.
There's other shit you need to do besides clean all the time.
Yeah.
And we found out our best method is clean at night.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing before you go to bed, go through the house and clean. At least that way they get up, they go to school. You've got till 3 o'clock before you got to worry about it.
Yeah.
I heard someone cough. No one was in the house.
Maybe it was a friendly ghost. Let you know he was here.
Yeah. Hopefully. I live with my cat. My 16-year-old goes between here and her dad's. Still can't keep on top of cleaning.
Yeah,
it's hard, man.
It is hard. And I feel bad for single parents too. At work and do everything.
My daughter lives in an old colonial home in Virginia on the West Virginia line. It has an old dirt cellar. Her dogs alert at the cellar door all the time. That's probably a mole or something in a cellar.
Isn't that what ours is? Dirt or no?
No, ours is finished.
Oh. Those little rooms off to the side.
No, that one room, we have one room and we got 3 rooms on one end in the basement. That one, no, they're all finished. They're not.
No. I guess that's where they kept their canned goods and stuff like that.
I used to pick on the boys and tell them, see, this used to be a cemetery. These 3 rooms down here, one's where they was embalming people. I said, no, it wasn't. Oh, you're so full of it.
Our little girl Taylor, she's scared of she likes dolls, but we get her dolls, she'll stick them in my closet. She won't have them in her room.
Yeah, anything that's kind of life-size baby or doll, I've seen her before she get ready to go to bed. Next thing you know, in comes about 4 dolls into our bedroom.
In our closet.
Drops them off with us, the demon dolls. Where I think she caught some at Chucky, and she probably shouldn't have. I'm guessing.
Shuts them in the closet at night.
Got a phobia of that stuff. When my son passed away, I had cards I put away in my cabinet. All of a sudden, the door opened and the cards flew out. Could have been a sign.
Yeah.
That's I would like to think people can communicate. That would be great, wouldn't it?
I think they can.
The one thing I have that's kind of against it though is Houdini promised. He said, "Look, when I die, if there is a way to communicate, I will do it. Him and his ex, or his, I don't know if she was his ex or his girl, somebody had a plan of how it would happen and everything. And he said that was, it's like that was his mindset because Houdini, loved making illusions and stuff. So that's like the ultimate trick if he could do that, I guess.
Maybe he does. She just can't read them, or she's not sensitive enough to get his messages. So.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Who knows,
Yeah.
Who knows? I thought that was crazy, though, that that's what was on Houdini's mind,
Yeah.
You know how Houdini died? Got hit in the stomach and his appendix ruptured.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's crazy, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Me and Randy was looking through. We put the 3 up we did because we found some stuff that we thought was talk worthy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with Kaylee Jones, right?
Yeah.
Well, hold on, let me go. Kaylee Jones, we was talking to y'all about her last week. She is this young lady, and she's been missing for about 3 months, a little better than 3 months. Kaylee Jones, she went missing from Georgia. She has autism, and she went missing in kind of the late night.
Mm-hmm.
Went out of her second story bedroom window is what the parents are telling us. And yeah, we've been looking into it a lot more, trying to find out information, right?
Yeah.
And Kaylee's adopted, but I don't know. To me, some of the things we've heard makes me wonder how the bond is between her and her parents.
Yeah.
And this, then, as me and Brandy was talking about it, I found this. And this talks about the parents facing online harassment. My thing about that is, and I honestly feel like I can say this and mean it. If my kid was missing, I wouldn't give a damn what nobody was saying
Me either.
online, because there would be time I would devote to that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't care.
Your head would be somewhere else.
And for that, I just think that's wild,
Yeah. And they did say that if they had to do it over, they probably wouldn't adopt her again.
Yeah.
Gosh, even if you think that, it's bad, but you don't say it out loud and let her hear that, That's awful. I wonder if she didn't. They said that in front of her.
I hope not.
Me too. I think she's already struggling. Okay, 16-year-old, homeschooled, probably don't have a lot of friends. So she is communicating with people online. Her parents took away her phone and her laptop, so she didn't have either when she left either. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
The adoptive parents of missing Georgia teenager Kaylee Jones say they have faced online harassment in recent weeks since their 16-year-old daughter's disappearance caught national attention. Kaylee, born Jillian Page Temple, was last seen on June 14th in the area of Whooping Creek Church Road, New Carrollton, when her parents say she left out her second story window without her computer or phone, which had recently been confiscated after her parents found out she had been in communication with strangers online. So that they took her stuff, right? They're getting calls from a lot of places to work out, but there has not been anything, Brenda Jones told Fox Digital News. The numerous tips law enforcement officials have receiving Kaylee's whereabouts. I'm having trouble reading.
Mm-hmm.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Secret Service, the U.S. Marshal Service, and local law enforcement are now assisting in the search for missing 16-year-old who has special needs and has now gone about a month without her prescribed medication, according to her parents. Now, this has been a few months since this was out. Now, Brenda and Dan Jones saying they're facing online harassment over certain details in their daughter's missing persons case. Well, me and Randy seen that headline, and I thought, well, because we had thought a couple of things they said was a little uncaring, and we seen that, and I was like, well, I wonder what other people are saying that's causing that. Anyway, the local groups have been great, neighbors and stuff. They've been great. Daniel Jones said. Now the social community, they've been horrible. Brenda Jones finished. So they tag teamed that one together. Internet sleuths trying to nail down the facts of Kaylee's case with the hope of helping to find the missing teenager have directed anger and accusations onto Daniel and Brenda online. Brenda said she is considering hiring a private investigator using funds from a GoFundMe titled Help Us Find Kaylee Jones to help with costs associated with the search for her daughter. But she does not want to share the PI's name out of fear of being attacked online. It's hard, but we are very optimistic, Daniel said. All right.
Why wouldn't you share that?
That is where me and Brandy said, hold on a minute.
That's right.
What is up with that?
What?
Does hiring a private investigator have to do with you getting harassed? Why are you going to get harassed for hiring a private investigator? How much sense does that make? None. Right? That makes no sense to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Give me my purse, will you? I can't breathe. No, I'm talking Taylor. Sorry. No, it don't make any sense. I think it's very strange. Who cares?
Why? I mean, I really don't get that. And what it is, and I even found it, and I'm going to show it to y'all.
The private investigator,
that just makes no sense to me. Why would anybody care if the woman hired a private investigator? And why would they harass her for hiring somebody to find Kaylee with the money that is for that?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
That makes no sense to me. I do not understand that one bit. And then I looked, and like I said, hold on, bear with me. I even found that exact one.
Sorry.
And there is
shorter bread.
some
yeah, that's strange. And I don't think people would mind her taking money out of the GoFundMe, but you sit there and keep the private eye's name.
See, and here it is. I found the exact account, the GoFundMe account, and this is it. It's got 8,123 smacks in it. So I would think that would be a good chunk to get a private investigator going.
Right.
Wouldn't it?
Yep.
Their goal is 25,000. I don't know if they need 25,000 to before they could do it, but she's saying she wants to take money out of it to hire a private investigator.
Right.
I don't see why she don't just do it. Who gives a damn what social media thinks?
And as a
parent, if I need money to find my daughter, and I think hiring a private investigator is going to get me there, I don't care what anybody thinks.
I wouldn't either.
And I find that odd about the parents. I'm not saying they are guilty or have done anything. Absolutely not 100%. But there's been a couple things that's came out of them that, to me, I'll never apologize for being suspicious of parents or guardians, because 98% of the time that's who it is. That's why the child's missing.
Right.
I just won't. And they haven't, in my opinion, represented themselves well. I don't know if a lot of y'all know the story is good, but if you disagree, I'm willing to listen to what you think.
Thank you, Jessie, for gifting another membership. That's nice of you.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
Who got this one?
I have to go back on there. Every time I type, my phone makes a sound. I was trying to turn it off. Hold on, but if you go back up there, you can't see it, can you? I'll look in just a minute. Get back there. I think if I'm making noises.
You supposedly hire a private investigator, but don't let anyone know who they are. I guess that helps towards spending GoFundMe money. Who cares or knows? That's my thought. That's what I thought when I heard it.
Right.
And I think that's what everybody would think when you hear that, because it makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, Unsolved with Barb got one. Did it do it? Does it do it random? Is that what
Yeah,
we were hearing?
I think so. See, it makes that sound.
That's so awesome. Jesse, do it again.
Yeah, Jesse did it.
Jesse, that's so nice of you.
That
Thank you so much. We need as many members as we can get, sister.
Yeah.
Couldn't finish your last video. Too scary.
That's why I don't go in the woods. I won't go in the woods.
It had a creep factor to it. A lot of people had that effect. We will be back though. Yeah, that's awesome, Jesse. Thank you. But you know, if any of y'all know the Kaylee Jones story, what do y'all think? I mean, if you know more than me, I'd love to hear somebody tell us. But me and Brandy just went off of what we've heard. I mean, you know, it's
yeah
problematic.
I got a bad feeling. You know, I hate to say that, but just from what I've read about.
I don't like that they have the phone in the laptop.
Yeah, me either.
You would think if you were going to run away or run off to meet somebody, you want to have your phone, right?
Also, how is she setting up to meet somebody? She's autistic. I don't know how severe, but
She has no phone, no laptop.
yeah.
It would have had to have been pre-planned before they took it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the story is iffy. And where they live, there should be some camera footage of her or somebody coming in and out to get her, or her walking out, or she should show up on a Ring
Camera,
doorbell, or what do you call those? Damn, a doorbell cam somewhere.
Yeah, because
there should be footage of her.
I'd say every other house probably has cameras nowadays, or every third one probably. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and if you don't, holler at me. I'll help explain to you how to get one easy and hook it up and everything. It's not. Yeah, they're a good investment. They're not that expensive, and it's nice to have. I just use like a lot of them now that you don't get a monitor with them. You can buy single cameras, but you can put them all on the same app. And I just use an old cell phone as my monitor for them. And I can bring up all three of them on the house's Wi-Fi and see who's at the front door, the back door at the same time.
Yeah, or if we leave the boys at home to check on them, they're teenagers, but we still check to see what they're up to.
Yeah, we got one in the man cave that everybody knows is there, so it ain't like we're spying on our kids. We just had a spare one, and we thought we'd do that so we can check on the dog and stuff, because Harley's always in here when we're gone sleeping and looking out the window and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But everybody should have one, really. Yeah. And you never know. Like, I would be tickled to death to find out, because I had my camera on, I seen a missing child and could give them a time frame of when they were where or something like that. Or a missing person, or missing anybody, you know.
Especially if you already have internet, all you have to do is purchase a camera, a one-time fee, and you're good to go. You know. So.
What did we pay for? It's like $40 a piece, something like
probably,
that.
Yeah.
What much? I'm telling you, everybody should have one. You really, really should.
They come in handy. Especially, I mean, if you have older parents or something like that, get them to have them so you can check on them. You know, I'm not saying be creepy check on them, just if you're worried about them. That would have been something good for Nanny. I didn't think about that when she was young. If you're worried about an older person, staying with them.
You know, I think we got our first doorbell cam after Nanny passed, because I'm sure I would have thought of that from the get-go. I was all about my Nanny.
Yeah, a lot more criminals are getting caught nowadays because of cameras.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot more creepy stuff goes on too.
And plus, it's handy, man, when you're out somewhere and you can just be like, hey, let's look and see what's going on at the house. Like when we were on vacation, it was awesome because we could make sure when nobody broke in, stole all our shit, you know. We have kids though that apparently want to act up in the front yard and will turn their camera around on us.
Makes me really mad.
Oh, it makes me so mad because they always forget it that way too. So I know it's going to happen. They're going to turn the camera around, and then Bigfoot's going to be on the porch or something, and we're going to miss him.
Or Bradley, well, I shouldn't say that. What Bradley likes to do when he turns the camera, practicing his skills.
Well, he's got mad skills.
Bradley out there practicing. What does he do?
He can twirl like an aluminum bat. It's kind of
Out there
impressive.
practicing bats turning.
Getting ready to go all Last Kingdom on that
And
ass.
he turns the camera around. I think we said something one day. It made him embarrassed him. Now he turns the camera. I tell him not to do that. I'm probably embarrassed him now, but he don't watch this. So.
I didn't tell the story,
It
son.
don't really matter.
Wasn't your dad that did that to you?
Oh, let's see. Tina's been a member for 7 months.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
And Riley had a senior picture done today. I'll email them to you. Oh, okay. I like to see them.
Yeah, send them to us, Tina, and we'll show them if you want us
That's
to.
exciting. He's a senior. That's great. You hear me?
Yeah,
He's a senior.
that's awesome. Riley.
Yep. And we're sorry for that person that was in our chat the other day been disrespectful. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I'll send you an email about that, Tina.
We cheeked his butt out.
Yeah.
He's been bad.
Me and Brady got like a 3-page email from some dude just hating me, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Hated me. I was the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
But he
He's
gave
the one that was
clues.
in chat,
Right.
acting a fool. But me and Brady can tell whoever it is, English ain't his first language.
Yeah. So, don't make a lot of sense.
We'll let y'all know.
So yeah, I think that the Kylie, or is it Kylie or Kaylee? How do you pronounce her name?
Which one?
The one we're talking about.
Kylie's the one from California. Kaylee's the one we're speaking of now.
Yeah, Kaylee. Okay. Kaylee should have a lot more attention. So just, we thought we'd get her case out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just thought that's, I still say, I think that's weird thinking about, you don't want to take money out of the GoFundMe because you're afraid people will harass you for hiring a private eye.
Yeah.
And like I've said, I've offered this up a few times. If anybody knows how in that, were you taking that out of context somehow? How does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't to me.
And I feel bad because her case, I think, is getting treated like a runaway, and nobody, law enforcement's probably not really interested.
Yeah.
In it. So, but it should be more than a runaway, because she does have a disability.
Yes, you can
She
share
can't
that.
be out. She shouldn't be out there by herself.
Yeah, Tanya, you email them bad boys to me, and we'll show everybody. Yeah, David Cohn was strange. Yeah, he was, and like I said, I apologize for him not being departed sooner.
Yeah. Oh, they even know his name. They remember it. Him.
If I could have kept up with Chad a little better, I would have got his ass out of there a lot sooner.
It might have been somebody acting like him too, or not even. I don't know who it was.
Well, that was the name it's used. You act like we know. Everybody knows who that dude is. Who is it? You know who that is?
No, I'm just saying everybody knew who we were talking about. I don't know who it is, but I think it might be somebody acting like him, is what I'm saying.
I would say there's some kind of smart ass clue in that name.
Probably. Conehead. I don't know.
Because I've never seen that.
Yeah, it just kills me. Like, adults don't have nothing better to do but make fake profiles and go mess with people on YouTube.
Troll.
Oh, we got one now?
No.
Oh, you said.
Well, you are missing it today, ain't you?
No, you are. You're the one messing up breathing, not me. You got COVID brain fog.
Oh, that's something I wanted to do too. I wanted to show you guys the Facebook page. There's a Facebook page for, well, I'm sure there's a few, but the one I found was for Kaylee Jones missing. And I told them, I was going to talk about Kylie, and if anybody had any stuff, knowledge they want to add into it to email me, but it just got put up, so I haven't got anything yet. And when I do, I'm going to try to put a lot better description of Kaylee's case.
Right.
You know, we've told basically all we know, and there's not much out there. I did try to contact the lady that's over the GoFundMe to ask her about the detective thing.
Yeah.
And she hadn't responded to me. And, you know, she probably won't, you know. But I would just like to get clarification because, you know, if they're getting some harassment online, I can help them out with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
If that somehow could make sense, I'm sure I would be glad to explain it to people. But, you know, without knowing, that just makes no sense to anybody.
Yeah.
And it's kind of suspicious why you would do that. Kaylee's no runaway. She probably was lured by a creeper. I think that's very possible. And don't get us wrong. We don't think Kaylee's a runaway, per se.
Yeah.
Not
my. That's her mom.
I'm not going to tell my exact what I think, but I think I don't think she just ran away to run away for sure.
Now she was giving her address to people chat with them, so that's very dangerous, you know. So,
yeah.
And probably maybe somebody groomed her. You never know, you know.
Yeah.
I hate to think that, but you have to keep your possibilities open, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a good chance that's what it was. If what the parents were saying is true, and they had already known that she's given out her name and stuff and address and everything else online, then there's a good chance when she did leave her bedroom that night because some sick dude online convinced her to meet up. Now, it would have had to been planned for at least a couple days unless she had another device that nobody knew about.
Yeah.
And I would say, you know, the technology is going to be an important part of this.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping police have that laptop and that phone because, like I said, 98% of the time, it's the parent or guardian of a child is the reason they're missing.
Mm-hmm. Gosh.
Now, she has had contact with her birth mother recently.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact details of that to tell y'all much about it, so I'm not going to make up a bunch of shit. Oh, thank you, Mary Gross. That's so nice of you.
Thank you, Miss Gross, Mary. I said that weird. Sorry, Mary. I said Miss Gross, Mary. Thank you.
What was I at? I got distracted.
About Kylie.
Oh, I don't know a lot of the detail about what her interactions with her birth mother, but I know I did see where it stated she had some kind of interaction with her recently.
Yeah. Now I think about it, that is a good point. Like, they should have her phone and her computer and have all the chat logs or be able to see who she was talking to. You know? So I wonder if they're doing that, looking through them.
That's what I'm saying. I'm concerned, but I don't know. They did say that there was multiple agencies on her case.
Yeah, so hopefully they're after.
So hopefully they're up to something, you know. I don't think that the adoptive parents said they wouldn't do it again. I don't like that the adoptive parents.
Me either.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
We don't like that at all either, and we agree with you. We thought that was awful.
I hate feeling like maybe, well, I shouldn't say it about the parents. I'll leave it alone.
It is awful to think about, but it is probably someone who she had contact with and came to pick her up.
Yeah. You never know. She might have met them before and they gave her a phone. You never know.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
But you never know. You know, it might be somebody she knew, like probably not, but you know, there's a lot of possibilities.
I feel like there is a good chance it's somebody she's met online.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would suggest the parents quit worrying about what people think, hire the damn private eye, and hand him a computer and a laptop if it ain't already been went through, and get him going through that shit and that private eye is going to find out. Now, I know Dior's parents hired and fired some private eyes for reasons, and is that a reason somebody wouldn't hire a private eye? They would say something like, "I was going to hire one, but I'm afraid social media will harass us." I don't like that, and if somebody can explain that to where it makes sense to them, like I said.
That's a good point. They hire them and then like, oh, I think y'all are guilty.
That's what happened to Dior's mom and dad. Kept hiring private eyes, and private eyes kept saying they were lying, and one said they were guilty.
Yeah.
And I think the other one later on come to believe he thought they were guilty too. But the original thing was he just felt like they were being untruthful with him. And he told them, I can't do my job if you're not going to tell me what you know.
Yeah, Lisa said I would hope that law enforcement already checked bio mom. You would think they have. That would probably be one of the first things I would do.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably have too. I'm sure.
I don't like how they changed her name, her birth name too. Her name was Jillian, and they changed it to her current name. I don't think you should do that to a child.
Well, now, to be fair, maybe she chose to change it.
Yeah.
Because I know
your sister did, right?
My sister did that.
Yeah. My dad did. Well, I told y'all that story. My dad was adopted, and he was David. There is another David, or his stepbrother named David. They made him change his name.
Man, I lost my article I wanted to show everybody.
About what?
About the weird coincidence today. Today there was a something Wells that came up because I search Summer's name constantly to see if anything new pops up.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Joshua Wells from Wisconsin who was put in jail for SA. And I was going to show y'all that, and I was like, ain't it just weird?
Yeah, coincidence.
How these people pop up everywhere. If you go to one of these sites that'll show you people's arrest records and stuff, and put in Wales, you would be shocked. They come up, and a ton of them in Wisconsin, where Grandis is from, a ton of them in Arkansas, a ton of them in Utah, a ton of them in Tennessee. I just wonder, I would like to see a well done family tree and go through each one, because I have a feeling just by the ones we do already know about, like Uncle Warren and, Don's son has charges, Candace Grandis, or, I've never seen a Grandis background.
No,
I don't think.
It's a family curse, they say.
You ought to see all the charges. It's amazing, but I would like to do the family tree and see if we've accounted for everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's wild. That guy come up today though, and I was like, oh no, what is this? Is this brand new information that I don't believe he is related.
Right. It's just a coincidence.
Yeah. I guess, it was just weird that it did come up though in the search right with Summer. I've never seen a false one pop up in the search like that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah. I don't know. It's strange, right?
Yeah.
We were looking at too, me and Brandy. We watched it again. This episode of Adventures with Purpose. This is the tow truck driver.
The interview.
Yeah. I don't have that. I just took a screenshot because I think
We'd get in trouble.
Yeah, I'd get in trouble, and I don't want to use AWP stuff. But that dude, there's the guy that says he saw
a girl. He didn't say if it was Kylie per se, but he said it was her vehicle. He's pretty sure.
Now, this is the guy that's saying he's seen him on August 6th, right?
He said Friday or Saturday. It was one of those days. But I'm thinking it would have to be Saturday if it's, accurate.
Now, Brandy has kind of a theory
Well, like I said.
on this situation
Yeah, I do
of
remember.
where Kylie could have possibly been Kylie, could have been somebody else, but could have possibly been her car. She has a theory on how that may have happened.
Yeah. Well, just that incident with the roadside assistant guy. I think you know how they were acting strangely. The girl and the boy, they were taking turns. Like I think they were protecting the back, so he wouldn't go back to look. Really, if you think about it, that makes sense. You know, because they kept on acting really strange. Then they were asking about the seatbelt because if you look at that model of a car, the seatbelt's really weird. Like the person in the back seat, the middle spot, the seatbelt comes from all the way the back hatch. So they kept on asking about it. I think that's strange too. And if you remember, that seatbelt was left out when they found the car. It was stuck out of the hatch. So,
Yeah.
but I think it was that morning. I really do. I think it was the morning after.
The morning of.
Yeah.
So you're saying you think it was Saturday?
Yeah.
She went missing
That night.
Saturday morning,
Well, yeah.
very early. Well, yeah, Saturday in the a.m. Not going into Sunday, Friday going into Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And this happened the next day during the day on the 6th.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
There was the tow truck driver, right?
Right.
Tow truck driver.
Yeah.
What I find odd about what he's saying is, though, he's saying they thought the battery was dead. But the problem was it was in neutral. The car should start in neutral.
Right.
Oh, thank you, Marco. I ain't seen you in forever, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Marco. Oh,
Welcome
crap,
back.
But that is true. But thank you, Marco. Haven't seen you in a while either. Glad you're here. What?
Read what Marco said.
My name is Jared, the perv. I used to be fat and used to work for Subway. Oh yeah, I remember John was making fun of you, Marco. I took up for you. Remember? He's mean.
Marco's my boy.
Yeah. Marco's your boy.
Marco's my buddy. Finally, some sausage back in this party.
John said, "Where's my Subway guy? I haven't seen him lately." I said, "I don't know."
Oh, Marco, it's good to see you, buddy. Me and Brandy, we've lost a lot of fans somehow that we don't ever see no more. We don't get it. And it's good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. But we know a lot of you are fans and stuck with us, like Mary and Jesse and Lisa. There's a bunch of y'all who've been with us for a while. Selena, Brenda, bunch of you.
All right, what's we saying?
But anyways, they were saying it didn't need. Nothing was wrong with the battery. It was in neutral, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. The car should start in neutral when you turn the key.
Yeah.
Now, when it's in neutral, I don't know if they meant, because Brandy kind of was, this is her brainchild. She was thinking about that, and I'm going to piggyback off what you was thinking.
Mhm.
Brandy was saying she didn't think they could drive the car right because it wasn't Carly and it was somebody driving her car. And I'm thinking, maybe that makes sense. The neutral thing, it was a manual, which a manual should start in neutral.
Right.
But maybe they didn't know to push the clutch in or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think they just didn't know how to drive the car. Yeah. Then after that, I think she was in the vehicle and they went and stored the car somewhere until they were done searching that lake. And I guess once they were done searching that lake, they, put it in the lake probably at night is what I'm thinking.
But think about this. If that was your car or the person that's with you's car, either one of you's, I feel like you would know it was in neutral or whatever the issue was. I didn't think whoever's car that was, it was their car.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't know what they were doing.
Right.
And if that turned out it was Sammy's car, or I'm sorry, Kylie's car, then that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and that if you put, it makes sense to me because they did search that lake and you could see that car by drone. Up in, I don't see how they would have missed it unless it wasn't there. That's my opinion. And maybe that's why they're not putting the date she passed away on her death certificate because they really don't know what day it was. They know more than what we know. They probably almost have it solved. We just don't know, hopefully.
I'm telling you, if you think about the awkwardness or whatever issues they were having with the car, makes you think it wasn't their car.
Yeah.
And the way they were acting but the way they were acting is the problem I have the most trouble with. Why they would be acting so damn odd if they're trying to get away with something. Why would you want to make a lasting impression on a tow truck guy while you were in the car of somebody you had murdered? That just makes zero sense.
But they're kids and they probably not the smartest. So,
But what you're saying kind of made a little bit of sense that maybe they were doing that to move around and block his view from stuff.
Yeah, that's
Possibly.
actually weird.
But
because they would take turns coming over and talk to him, and one would stay back in the vehicle. So.
It makes you wonder, man. It's definitely the way the dude talks about it, and the fact that they said there's more footage of this, and his footage has been turned into the cops. Makes you think there could be something really to that shit.
Yeah.
I think that could turn out being something. I really do.
And I might get hate from this, but I sit there and think, like, as a mom, my 16-year-old going to a party, you about know she's out there drinking. I'm sorry. I just don't know how I feel about that.
I'm sorry to hear that, Dana Kay. Everybody say a prayer for Dana Kay's sister. She had a heart attack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dana. We'll think about her and pray for her. Hope she's better.
We'll pray for
her. But that's my opinion. But if I knew my daughter was at a party, I'd be like, please don't drink, or you have somebody to drive you back. I don't know. Do you think different or no? Or I shouldn't think like that.
I think we haven't been in that situation, and
but a 16.
I would really feel like, though, number one, man, I don't know how super comfortable I'd be. There's no way my 16-year-old's gonna be out at 12:30.
Yeah, 12:45. No way.
No.
Maybe they thought of her as an adult, where she graduated early maybe. But still, she's 16 years old.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be out at a party at that late. That's my opinion. Okay. We have a 17-year-old. You don't do that crap.
I heard Sammy spiked Kylie's drink, and though they offed her, Sammy and Jagger put her in the back of the car and took off for one day and parked in some parking garage.
That's what I think too. The parking garage, I've heard that too. So hopefully.
I tell you, I've kind of opened up to some conspiracy theories in her case. Like, I don't buy much of none of the bullshit surrounding Summer, but I swear some of this Kylie stuff is just wild.
Yeah.
Like, I still have trouble believing that they managed to miss that car. And it's like my mind tells me they would have found it. Yeah. And the only way they couldn't have found it is if it wasn't there. And then you add this tow truck story in the mix, and it makes you think, well, that would make sense. It wasn't in the water yet. So could it have been somewhere for a little bit until they searched that area?
Yeah. Another thing that's weird, okay? If Kylie is it Sammy's driver, right? You come with Kylie. That's her way home. Why wouldn't you leave with her? Like, you have another choice, like another ride, I was thinking maybe Kylie was done partying and wanting to go home, and she didn't want to go home, so kept on giving her drinks or something, They get her more messed up. So, that's my opinion.
And I hate to say this, but, people gonna have to start waking up to how shit is these days. If you got young women, and guys need to even worry. I worry about my wife just because she's female and smaller. I worry about that. There are a lot of sick dudes out there. You have got to really protect your daughters when they're young because they're going to make shitty decisions. You have to protect them from themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend, if you want to do the best thing you can for your daughter, is you do not let her go out by herself or even to a party at that age. I just wouldn't.
I wouldn't either. Just think all the bad stuff that could happen.
And let's be honest, we all know parties consist of alcohol damn near every time. Unless there's a party at the church youth group or something, there's probably going to be something involved. And I mean, are you willing to make that risk is pretty much what it comes down to. I'm not saying you love your child any more or less. I'm just saying you're willing to take risks. I won't.
Yeah, people say, well, the kids are going to do whatever they want to do. That might be the truth, but I'm not going to do anything to, or I don't know, make it more easier for them to get in trouble, So
I just think, you got to protect your daughters, your young daughters,
and your sons. So there's these crazy girls out there,
and your sons too. But I definitely feel like your sons are less of a target.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I
know.
We all know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So.
Protect your daughters and teach sons better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, our sons, no.
Yeah. I used to be like 50% accident, 50% foul play. I'm 99.9% foul play now. It wasn't no accident. That's my opinion. You might think different, but that's my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, you or do you still think it might be an accident? Kylie?
Well, I'm not 99.99% sure of anything.
I'm 99.9.
I don't think Kylie is as innocent as people think she is, in my opinion. I believe she liked to party and hid so much from her parents in all reality.
Maybe.
I don't think she's innocent.
No.
Any more than anybody else is. She was there drinking and partying just like the rest of them, but she damn sure didn't deserve to have something happen to her because of it.
No. No.
And I was doing the same shit at that age. I snuck some wine from a church party. I was 12. I was beat by 3 adults and got a slap in the face. Never did it again. Marco, you stole the communion wine?
That's funny.
Wow.
Marco.
Marco, you must be Catholic because I've been to Catholic church and that's the only place I know that has wine there. John, I think Sasquatch was in the woods with you. I'm telling y'all, I get a creepy vibe at that place.
Mm-hmm. Suzette says it's hard raising teenagers. They have raging hormones and act crazy sometimes. But yes, it's our job to try to direct them in the right direction. I believe in birth control for teenagers.
I do too.
I do too. A lot of parents
feel
like
birth control. You're regulating their period.
No. Well, yeah, but
And
here's I can't say anything. Little Taylor came in here.
Well, you showed up at a weird time. Yeah, come on in and say hi.
You want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
Tell everybody what you've been up to.
Sneaking out the house.
Oh,
Phone parties. Finding a boyfriend.
What?
Boyfriend. Oh, I told you there was a dude talking to her when she's getting off the bus the other day, didn't I?
You blowing our cover. We're supposed to be getting great parents. Now you come over and say, what?
You
All
told
right, go
me
on.
to never lie.
Go on.
Get out
That's
here.
enough.
That's JD Jr. there.
Go do your homework.
JD Jr.
We'll be with you in a little bit.
I hate homework.
Go do it.
Don't we all? I don't like it any more than she does. And I've done it for her 3 days this week.
Yeah, you believe that crap? I'm like, go do your homework. Jonathan's like, I'll help you. then I'm in there in the bathroom. I hear John giving her the answers. I'm like, that's not what a parent does now. But that math, I agree. How they teach math, I don't get it. Do you? I wrote the teacher a note. I'm like, I don't know what this crazy crap is. I don't know. This is not how I learned math.
Oh, I don't even know how to do. They get it's wild how they do
It's
the
like
math.
you estimate problems. I don't know how to do it before you subtract. I don't get it.
Brandy's got 2 degrees and can't do Taylor's math.
No, and I wrote that on the paper. I'm like, I have a college degree and I don't understand this crap.
This makes no sense.
Yeah.
If the Rodneys and the whole effed up community is mad about AWP finding Kylie, why don't they just dig her up and throw her the hell back in the lake? Problem solved. Well, that's kind of uncalled for, but
So
I get
yeah.
some people's aggravation with that because
Why? I don't know why they're so upset.
social media found her daughter basically.
Yeah.
That's what AWP
Right.
is basically. Found her daughter. What could they do worse that would erase that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the good and bad of it, in their case, they should be super damn happy.
Yeah, they should be. I would be grateful. It's an awful outcome, but I would be grateful, to be able to know exactly where my daughter was, not have to worry about it, where she is.
Yeah, I don't know. But talking about the AWP hate, me and Brandy was looking the other day, and there's some dude made a video saying everybody thinks AWP's angels. We watched like 2 minutes of that shit. It was such crap. We just cut it off. I never even got to why he thought that.
Yeah, I think
But I was like, leave it to somebody to go out and try to make a video dogging on somebody that's done something great.
They're up to in the 20s of people they've found so far. And they've only been doing it since 2019, so that's really good. And they don't get paid.
It's amazing.
It's donations. So.
Yeah.
They say there's a lot more footage of the interview too that we haven't seen. So there's probably stuff that, the roadside assistant guy said we don't even know what he's about. So.
And I want to think that that's because AWP are good dudes and they don't want to let something out that would ruin the case or something. I think.
Yeah, they do it the right way.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't see how anybody could have an issue with them.
No, neither.
But I do get how some people are kind of upset about how the mom has been.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get the parents on some of their stuff either. They're different than me.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. I don't get it either.
And I don't know. The West Coast is different than me too because I don't see a girl Sammy's age getting up and doing that over here, but telling everybody shut up and all that.
Yeah. Oh no, Sammy. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I meant Sammy. Thanks. Without somebody talking to her, and it'd probably be her parents because I know that was shocking to me. So
yeah, her mom. I would say something to her.
Yes, and I could, like the police here, I don't think would be going along with, hey, we're going to talk to the kids first, and then we'll see if they want to talk to you. I thought that was crazy as shit. I did see in one article I pulled up about Kylie, they had said that they had talked to over 100 partygoers at one point, but still weren't satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to talk to everybody, but had spoke to over 100. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I just read that.
Somebody would have seen something. You'd think.
My only thing is, I think probably you're right, but I think a lot of these kids had them a buzz probably, and
not paying attention.
When I was that age and there was women around and I was drinking, I wouldn't. You could have
talking to the lady.
Bugs Bunny could have run up my back and I wouldn't have realized it. I'd have just been like, hey, hey, yeah. You feel that I sent it to you through the camera?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I can see.
What's up, girl? You ain't even looking, man. You're sitting there staring at your damn phone. I'm sitting there trying to have a moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No way, Sammy, the 18-year-old, would take charge of an investigation. Where the F would that happen?
Yeah, really. That tells you something too, like how she was acting.
Yeah, and I don't like how they coddle the kids out there, acting like they are too delicate to be interviewed.
Yeah.
You
A
know,
lot of them's 18, older. So.
I'm starting to go for conspiracy theory on that shit too, because I've thought about this and still nothing can make sense in my mind as to why there ain't a ton more footage and messages and or not messages, but pictures and video and TikToks. I really think there could be something to some kind of higher agency somehow controlling that or something. I don't know how it could happen.
Yeah, me either. If we could figure, I'm sure law enforcement already knows this, but if we know who the people were that morning talking to the road assistant guy in the vehicle, that tells us probably who's involved. So.
Yeah.
And they should have it on film, like camera. So.
I almost feel like, as much as they half-assed the recovery and all that stuff, maybe they have such a great case already. But then I think, why wouldn't they make an arrest?
Yeah. Sammy's got her a lawyer too, criminal lawyer. Is it criminal lawyer or I think it's
that's the way we seen it.
Yeah. So she lawyered up. I can't talk right now. Sorry.
My daughter is 19 and won't even touch drugs or booze, and she has went to a lot of parties. She played nurse to all the drunk kids.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's awesome. We've never had no problems yet with any underage drinking, and I hope not to. Me and Brandy, though, we've preached to our kids ever since they've been old enough to hear it about you need to make the right decisions. Don't do something stupid that's going to ruin your life and you're going to pay for it forever. You know, that kind of stuff. And I swear, I feel like it's took a lot of it, don't you?
Yeah, our boys are good boys. We got a 17-year-old too. He don't do crap. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Probably the smallest will be the hardest one, Taylor. I hope not.
Yeah, criminal defense lawyer, and her father is a PI.
Oh.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Oh, wow. If he got his hands on it, trying to cover up stuff, that's not good.
Kylie and her mom having disagreements 3 to 4 days prior to the party, a rumor. I don't know, a teenage girl and her mother, probably, I think. The way I've heard, that those are pretty rough relationships at a lot of times.
Yeah. She must have been a really smart girl to graduate at 16. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
And I see, she's probably mature for her age, but she liked to probably have fun too, so. But she's probably one of the younger people at the party. I bet a lot of them are like 18, 17, 18. Or older adults.
I haven't done this a while, and I'm going to do it so I can brighten everybody's day real quick.
It's a light. Jesus is the light. I will touch the ground. I will touch the ground. Jesus is the light. Jesus is the light. Jesus is the light. I will touch the ground.
I still don't know what song she's singing, but it's cute, isn't it?
I love that, man.
That's funny.
Remember, I had that a while back. I lost it, and I just now found it again. I was like, I'm sure everybody That brightens my day sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
I just, it brings a smile to my face.
I think she's saying Jesus is the light.
Jesus is the light, but I don't know the words to that song. And I swear it sounds like there's beer tacks on the ground.
Something like that. Yeah.
You know what? It's real short. Let's.
Is the light. Jesus is the light. I will touch the ground. I will touch the ground. Jesus is the light. Jesus is the light. Jesus is the light. I will touch the ground.
Maybe it's Jesus is alive.
No, it's Jesus is the light, and we're touching ground or something. I don't know. Does anybody know that song? Any of y'all know that?
Taylor made
I will touch the ground. Yeah, it's what it kind of sounds like to me too. I swear, it seems like one day, somebody, I will touch the ground. Somebody was telling me they know that song. I will touch the ground. Do y'all know the song? I will. Jesus is the light. I will touch the ground. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I love that thing, man. I could play that over and over and over. I'm not gonna play no more. I know it gets old for other people.
What do you guys think about the Kylie case? I'm just wondering. See what they think.
I have to take my grandson to his mom to interpret sometimes. Yes, I've been through that.
Taylor talk, yeah. The boys when they're little.
Taylor sit there and just be giving my grandma, which was her great grandma, just giving her hell. And my mom will be like, "What's she saying?" Mama couldn't understand. Of course, Mama couldn't hear shit to begin with.
Yeah.
What she was saying was,
well, she had some hearing aids.
"Hi, Mama."
Pretty high tech.
Yeah. Yeah, I have $3. Never had any issues with him at all.
Oh, good.
I tell you, we ain't had no real issues with Taylor. But she's more spirited than the boys. Yeah. Let's just say that.
Sassy.
I was looking at baby pics of my daughter today. I was miss rocking a baby.
Yeah, I miss that too. But John says no more babies. So
yeah.
No more.
Yep.
This year I can't. That's for now. Maybe next year. Right?
No. Did we talk about everybody we wanted to?
No.
We went over Kylie. We went over Kaylee. And I talked about the weird summer thing.
My earring.
The Wells dude come up in the summer search.
Yeah. Poor Summer. I think about her daily still. We need justice for that old girl.
Yeah, we do. I don't know if a lot of people realize this, but I'm thinking Dawn gets out in about 39 days or so. Did y'all realize that? I am so eager to see if Candace and Dawn get back together.
They attract each other. They're attracted to each other like magnets. But, so Candace in Rogersville around there, or do you know?
I don't know for sure.
See, I don't know either. I know there's sightings, but I would like to know where she is and where Grandis is. Who knows where she is?
I get the feeling Grandis ain't in Tennessee no more.
Yeah.
I get the feeling she's gone either to Wisconsin or Arkansas or somewhere probably.
Yeah. Do you think somebody in that family would be out, trying to find Summer, been a spokesperson, at least for the family?
That's kind of what I'm interested to see if Dawn takes that role on when he gets out.
I would hope, because somebody needs to. Yeah.
Do you think Dawn and Candace will go back together? I don't know. That's what I was asking. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know, though. I'm telling you, somebody was telling us, I haven't confirmed this, that the windows are boarded up on Ben Hill now.
Yeah, I did see that. That's weird. Or maybe Dawn sobered up and just had enough. Maybe he'll straighten his butt up and be nice. You know? Because like me and John said, there's likely chance he might be the only one that didn't actually have something to do with it. But probably knows, you know what I mean?
I tell you, like I've said recently, my 100% sure thing anymore is less than that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if it's possible, somebody don't know, you know my theory. It's done. It's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there not a lawyer/law clerk anywhere in any of your chats, someone to ask about petitioning Lawson for a better search? Lisa, I've begged, and I've mentioned this a couple times in chats. I want to form me like a think tank group for shit just like that. So we can ask a lawyer what we should do or ask a certain profession how we go about things. And I can't get people to join in the calls.
Right.
So if any of you people have a lawyer in the family, email me and let me like send you a couple questions and you just run them by them.
Yeah, and see if they'll answer them.
I think we can do that because I can't get a one.
And we don't. Yeah, I don't know.
And we had a lawyer friend when we first started out that was on all the time with us. I can't remember what their exact field and what kind of lawyer they was, but they knew a lot, and I haven't seen them in forever.
Or paralegals. Sometimes paralegals know the law somewhat, So.
If Ben Hill is abandoned, can volunteers just not go and search? No.
I wish.
It's private property is the first problem. Second problem is Lawson, for some damn reason, don't want people searching. I
don't know why.
Your next search video come out. Enjoy your first one. I don't want to give a bunch of timetable around that stuff because I don't want anybody knowing when I'm going, but it should be soon. Give it a week.
Anybody but Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Maybe that was Bigfoot out there jumping on a trampoline, followed you home. Or I hope not, like Harry and the Hendersons.
I just want to say one thing about the search video. That noise you heard, Brandy acts like it sounded like a twig snapping.
I couldn't hear it.
The audio doesn't do it justice. And I had somebody in the comments say, that sounded to me like metal. And I was like, thank God, because that's exactly what it sounded like to me in person. That's why it kind of flipped me out, because I was like, why would it sound like that? Possibly the door shutting on a UFO. I don't know. It sounded like a metal, like it's weird. Paralegals, legal assistants, anyone. There you go, Lisa. That's what I'm saying. I think a lot of paralegals could answer most every question I have.
Yeah, because I like, there's a couple of questions we have.
Yeah, a lot.
What?
And me and Brandy are working on something right now, something else that involves Summer's case that could be pretty juicy and could bring some facts to light.
Yeah.
I can't say what it is because we haven't locked it down, but if it pans out, it's going to be really good. I think people are going to be really happy. Just a teaser. I'm working on it, y'all. I found my new vigor for the love of YouTube. Me and Brandy had both went through some, I don't know what you'd call it, fatigue with the drama of stuff and everything else.
Almost like a depression, I swear, for a couple weeks or a month.
Yeah.
It's hard to be on YouTube. All the negative people.
Yeah, and like, when you have to put an email address out so people who you need to help you with stuff can reach you, or you want to try to help other people, it opens you up for a bunch more people to try to get at you.
Yeah. And John don't give me I don't read half of it. He reads a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't even show Brandy the stuff no more.
Because it gets to me.
Yeah.
People say it doesn't, but it does after a while.
But yeah, we want y'all to know, man, we're back now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back at it. I feel
Working
good
on it.
about the stuff we got going on. Also, I've told y'all before about in our area, there is basically a real life missing 411, the Hunters.
Yeah.
One really close to where I'm at. And we are really trying to get in touch with this person's family to go look. Yeah. And bring some attention to his story. Because this happened a while back, and I'm trying to be really respectful and get in touch with his family, because it's another of.
Yeah, I remember. Go ahead.
Anytime a hunter goes missing, it really wigs me out, because they know their way out in the woods so much. They usually have a gun with them, and a bear can't eat a gun.
Right. And
a gun will not disappear. You could leave a rifle laying in the wood for hundreds of years and you would still be able to find it. So anytime somebody that knows their way around the woods, and this guy, the one that I'm trying to get into, he was hunting on his own land. He just walked out the back door of his house to go to his deer stand. Been doing this for years. Fine, upstanding citizen. Had a really good paying job. Great standing in the neighborhood. I mean, everything about this guy was squeaky clean, legit dude. And went to hunt one evening in his deer stand. Ain't never found zip that I can find.
I remember when it was first on the news is what I was going to say, don't you? It was probably how many years ago? It's been a while, probably 10 years.
It's been, it's been a while. I have all this in notes, and Brandon wouldn't put me on the spot.
Oh,
it's been a while. I'm thinking it's been over 10 years.
Yeah, maybe.
But I've talked about this guy before, and it's really close to us. And it's weird. It's really weird. But I'm trying to be respectful. That's the reason that I'm not saying more, because I really want to I'm trying to get in touch with family members, and I've got messages out, and I really hope they will let us tell the story, because his mom a while back was saying, that it's like nobody was doing nothing anymore, and the stories went away. And I would love to bring it back, to have people looking for this guy. I don't know. It's really crazy when anytime you see a hunter go missing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And on his own property is really shocking.
No trace, no clue, no nothing.
It's wild.
Really,
but that's what we're working on.
How far can somebody go? And I'm sure they search pretty good too. I don't think that makes sense, does it?
No, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever how you couldn't find somebody in the woods on their own property that just went to hunt.
Yeah, I don't know.
But hopefully we'll get to go look around and see the spot where he went missing, and
Cool.
talk to somebody and tell his story, because the guy, like him, just like a little kid, everybody deserves to be found, and everybody deserves to have somebody looking for them. So that's a closer one that I could do, and it would hopefully do some good.
Yeah,
I like to be positive. But we're going to go. Got to pick up the son from football practice pretty soon. And we've been trying to keep them shorter, because some people get real pissed when they go too long. And that's what we're working on. I think I'm going to come back Friday maybe, because we may have something break by then. But we're going to keep it up. We've been doing lives 2-3 a week easy. And,
usually Mondays and Wednesdays, definitely.
And everybody that liked the search video, there will be one sooner than later. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for modding. And it was real good to see everybody we hadn't seen in a long time. Who all did we see? We seen Jared, Dana Kay. I seen you last time, but I hadn't seen you in a while before that. We'll pray for who is it again? Dana Kay is her sister?
Sister-in-law, I think maybe. No, yes.
No,
sister.
Everybody, say a prayer for Dana's sister, who's recovering from a heart attack. Marco, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Hope to see you again. I've been trying to put the videos out earlier, or schedule them earlier, so y'all get notifications and more people can make it. And That's him right now. We gotta go. We gotta go pick up my son from football practice. Thanks for coming, guys. See you soon.
Bye.